Dear Diary, I've said this before in private and I'm saying it again. I think I'm officially over dating. It's just not a priority for me right now, and I don't see a relationship in the near future unless God has other plans and a nigga just fall from the sky. It's giving Chicken Little, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want these sassy now. These niggas are unserious. I've had enough. And Lord, I see what you do for others. I know you got some good ones. I see what you do for others. But if you have other plans for me, just say that. If I'm supposed to be a nun in Sister Act 3, just say that. But it's looking a lot like me season. Nah, for real, in all honesty, I function better with space. The more space I have and the less I communicate with people, the more I'm able to get done. And I appreciate my friends so much for understanding that I need my space sometimes, because that's exactly why I'm very picky with who I allow into my life, because I can't just open up to just anyone and give my full attention to someone I consider to basically be a stranger or an acquaintance. But when I'm ready to talk, I know where to find y'all, and I really appreciate my friends for understanding that. I'm learning that although I cherish my close relationships with people, they're not my everything. I have a life of my own, and that needs attention. It requires my full undivided attention, and being able to focus on my priorities makes me feel happy. It just makes me feel whole, like, wow, I can actually do this adult stuff on my own. Now, am I even close to where I want to be? Absolutely not, but I'm having fun in the meantime. The journey is unpredictable, not just for me, but for everyone my age, and life won't always be easy. We should expect challenges because they help shape who we are. I wouldn't have what I have now if it weren't for a few bumps in the road, and I'm kind of grateful for that, even though at the time it was miserable going through things I didn't really ask to be put through. But life gets a lot easier when you realize you can't take anything back. You either do it once or you don't do it at all.
I still love her.
Thank you.
Of course. It's hot copies for me. You guys have a beautiful evening.
You too. Oh, thank you so much. I don't even be blowing kisses.
His face! You're like, oh, B-roll. That looks cute.
It is. It's very cute.
They give you a big piece of cheesecake.
Fall is a very transformative season for me every year, and I think it's because my sun, rising, and moon sign seasons are back to back. So in September, I face a lot of Virgo challenges, like not coming off too judgmental or making sure I watch my mouth, because a Virgo tongue can be very nasty, and it's even worse when it's unintentional, which is something I've been really trying to work on. And the last thing I want to be is misunderstood. In October, I face Libra challenges like balancing my life, resisting romantic distractions, staying out of drama, and most importantly, keeping my word and telling the truth. November is the most challenging because as a Scorpio moon, I'm very perceptive. It's almost impossible to get away with lying to me because I always find out even without trying. And I think that's what scares me sometimes, knowing too many answers, even when I'd rather not know. November holds a lot of unhappy memories. Deja vu. Sometimes I wonder if I'm truly over my past.
to repeat this again, no, I have not fallen into temptation or tried it, attempted, or whatever. I've had plenty of guys tried. I had one almost fully attempted, and that didn't really turn out so good because it was aggressive, and I don't really play that. Like, it's like a level of respect, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty much open to not judge anyone or let them be who they are. And somewhat, this is kind of entertaining to be real. But at the same time, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. So it's just like, chill. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no. I don't know if that answers your questions. I don't know if that, as you said, could tell if someone was lying or not. I don't gotta say it, but you know, a lot of people say that, but it is what it is. Everyone lies. Every guy does lie. And every guy will lie if he ever said that never crossed his mind. So, again, I can be honest, like I was before, instead of crossed my mind. But, would I go attempt it? No. And I don't know. Maybe I have to be drugged, to be real. Like on ecstasy. Yeah.
Fiction. It doesn't take much for a story to change, but it's so strange how true intentions have no range. Misunderstood, mistreated. I'm afraid that I'm jaded and I hate it, due to niggas I've never dated. Is it possible that I'm not meant to be accepted? That I have no right to smile, not even for a second? It's time to be unavailable and fall off the grid. Is it wrong to want to rewrite everything I did? It doesn't take much for a story to end when you've been playing pretend like a child's playpen. Your reality is your depiction. When it's really pulp fiction, your words are empty like a verbal eviction. If I change the narrative just for you, would that make the story true or fiction?
And she has a problem. She's too nice. She is way too sweet. And the thing that makes me mad and makes T-Boz mad is that she'll know that certain people aren't right around her, but she'll still keep them around and keep helping them and keep doing stuff. She's that type of person. She's very caring. She's stubborn.
Lately, I've been insecure about the way I look sometimes because as an influencer, you're expected to always look your best, and that's just not realistic. Now that I started bleaching my hair again, I look in the mirror and immediately get tired because I have to upkeep it and make sure it's presentable. And on top of that, I don't know where these ingrowns under my jaw came from. I used to never get them, but I guess my hair is becoming more coarse in that area. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm about to start waxing. I guess my goal is to wake up every day feeling confident. And I'll be honest, some days I genuinely don't feel like that. And I feel like I can be doing a lot more to work on that. If the world knew exactly what I've been through to get to where I am right now, I'm not sure what people's reaction would be. Honestly, it has been a very wild 2022 and the year is not over yet. And I generally feel like I'm finally coming to the point where everything that I've envisioned for my life is right at my fingertips, and I don't want to waste any opportunity that can further the opportunity for me to get there because I want it that bad enough. I want it that bad enough, and nothing else really matters to me other than fulfilling everything that I envisioned myself to accomplish.
285, going 90 in a ride that I ain't too proud of. I'm just trying to make it on time. Trying to avoid $110 tip out. Shout out to
Sometimes I wonder who's up there looking out for me. There's been so many close calls and so many situations that could have been way worse. But when I really needed help, time and time again, heaven sent an angel to save me. Once upon a time, I felt so alone that I felt like there was no way out, and I thank God every day that I'm still here. Still dreaming, still having hope that one day I'll be even better than I was yesterday. Even when things aren't going my way, I know my sadness is only temporary because a bigger blessing is on its way. Happier than ever, the luckiest man alive.
You have no idea what your legacy is. Your legacy is every life that you touch. And so, as you leave here today, the decision is, whose lives will that be? How will you use yourself in such a way that your impact and your legacy will live beyond the doing? So, the great reward for me is knowing that what I'm doing and how I've done it and how I choose to live in the space that I call God, how in God I move and breathe and have my being, and I try to move from the center of that, is able to literally touch the lives of other people.
Renaissance, a discovery of oneself, an envelope that many are too frightened to open, except for me. I choose to live life my way. I don't let others dictate how I should think or how I should feel, because why bother? No matter how far I go, judgment will follow. I will be judged until the end of fucking time. I'd rather stay a mystery, just like the Mona Lisa, except with a modern state of mind. Because what lies beyond this earth, no one knows. But one thing's for sure, every night a new star is born, and one fades away. Much like life on earth, one day you're relevant, and the next you're not.
Girls love Beyonce, girls love to fuck with your conscience. Girls hate when niggas go missing. It's chalky, you ain't no different. These days it's hard to meet women. Feel like my love life is finished. I've been avoiding commitment. That's why I'm in this position. I'm scared to let somebody in on this. No new friends, no. You know how this shit go. You got your fair share of admirers. They call your phone. You try to act like it's just me, but I'm not alone. But if you're alone, then say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you, but you ain't right, girl. Say my name, you acting kinda shady. this ain't no time for locking your phone and not coming home and starting some shit when I'm in the zone. This is why I've been saying, no new friends, no, no, no. You know how this shit go. This is not 4 years ago. Time escapes me now, forget how it felt when this shit moves slow. I come through in whips that make a young boy take the long way home. All my young boys round me say, get money and fuck these hoes. Where we learn these values, I do not know what to tell you. I'm just trying to find a reason not to go out every evening. I need someone that will help me think of someone besides myself. I need someone I leave through the front door. Cause we don't wanna hide no more. If I should not shy no more. Neither of us wanna put aside no more. No, I'm not alone. Nothing was the same. Let me get your ass alone. Let me make you say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. When no one is around you. Say baby I love you. But you ain't running good. Say my name. Say my name. You acting kinda shady. Baby, why the sun change? Say my name. 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 If no one is around you.
Dear Diary, as far as I know, I don't have beef with anybody. I notice the more I reminisce on drama, it makes me mad about the situation all over again. Imagine catching an attitude over something that happened years ago, all because I decided to reenact it in my head like a Tyler Perry play. If that's not loco, mijo, no sé, but I digress. But you know what though? What I do realize is that in my 20s, I'm still trying to figure it out, just like everybody else. But I don't understand why people feel like we gotta have it all figured out. It drives me crazy. Now that I got this iPad, I can finally get my life together. I don't know what was taking me so long to get my life together, but I guess I need an iPad to figure it out. But I digress. It's time to put these wild thoughts to rest. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on my post notifications so you don't miss out on any videos the second that they drop. If you want to binge watch any more of my videos, make sure you click that playlist above in the upper corner, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.